CC-4477, nicknamed Thire, was a clone shock trooper who served as a clone lieutenant and later a clone commander in the Coruscant Guard of the Grand Army of the Republic. During the Clone Wars, he accompanied Grand Master Yoda as a Jedi Order on a diplomatic assignment to meet the King of Thire. Hello and welcome to Centurion's Corner, and thank you for following me on my journey on the work in progress towards Commander Thire. So I finished him off in the live chat the other day, just doing his weathering and bits and bobs like that. And I feel like we've gone up a level now on these clones as well. Now we've got those little decal bits coming into play on their arm and some more intricate kind of sort of designs on their armour, like matching up sort of corners and bits like that. So I think we're going at a good pace. So Commander Thire, the reference I used was the clone figure, as you saw. His red is just slightly off. It's more of a deeper, darker Christmas cherry colour, what it should be like. And also on his hand hinge here, that bit there should be red. And I think it's just due to the articulation that I didn't paint it red on the figure. So yeah, it was a good reference. Obviously Thire started off as a standard bootleg figure, which you can pick up from AliExpress for about £9 to £10. And yeah, I think he's turned out all right. He's numbered custom number 9 as well, so we're definitely getting there. And let's take a look at his paint applications. So for Thire, he literally just has it in the in his cheekbones, on his helmet, and I was kind of sort of like umming and ahhing whether or not to get rid of his black brow, just to sort of like change him up a bit, because the Clone War figures don't, and the actual characters in Clone Wars, unless they have a brow that's painted, they don't have a brow. So they would never have a black brow. It would either be like yellow or anything like that, but it would never be they don't have a black brow basically. So I was umming and ahhing whether to get it off on there, but I think it makes him a little bit more kick-ass. It gives him a little bit more sort of darker and a bit more edge, I think. So that's why I left it on there. I didn't want him to look a little bit too pale on the top of his head. So again, on the pauldron, I haven't glued it in place, so his neck articulation isn't hindered. And it's just basically 2 types of silver paint on there, just to bring up the depth on there, and what the clone figure does have. Now his guns, just a standard DC rifle blaster that I've weathered up. I wanted to make his because Yoda turns one into a crutch for him because he gets his leg blasted in ambush, but I've just not had the time, unfortunately. And then moving down to his guns as well. So these are dual moulded guns again that I use and paint up, and same as his holsters. So I don't have to keep buying Captain Rex's, because otherwise that gets very expensive. And he's gone back up as well now. He's no longer £11 at the Entertainer. So that's that. And yeah, you know, I find him really cool. Like his legs, you know, it's definitely worth doing the template first around on there, just to get those sort of edges matching up. And doing both legs at the same time as well was quite an easy way, so we can actually match up the corners here to go up, rather than doing one leg at a time. You can sort of kind of remember as you're just doing it. Yeah, he's got no sort of paint applications on his back. The only part that goes around to his back is around on his ankles, and it goes down into that Y shape over his boot clip. Single stripe on one arm, and then the other side we've got the decal. And for my first go, I could have repainted it, I suppose, and had another go at it, but I kind of like to keep it because it was my first try. So yeah, and a shout out to Chris as well with the cocktail stick, because it really helps. I thought it was going to sort of like you have to put a lot of pressure on it, but no, you don't have to put a lot of pressure on it at all. And to be honest, it's a lot finer than the knife that I was using, and it just feels like using a small pen. So if you're better with a pen like I am than a paintbrush, then I highly recommend it. And also I used to use the Stanley knife to sort of chip away down the stripes here, but using the cocktail stick, it didn't make the paint flint as much. It just kind of just took it away, which is pretty cool. So on his viewfinder as well, on his helmet, which goes up and down, and it's more secure as well for some reason than the Bly. But I think it's because I dribbled in a lot further because I was a bit scared when I was doing Commander Bly. But yeah, it's just slight weathering, just to dirty him up a little bit, as he was on that sort of planet where with Yoda, where they met Watto. Well, it wasn't Watto. I mean, it's a Tadorian kind of planet. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So I would say definitely stay tuned, because I will be making his mates one day. So we're going to have Reese and Jarek. And also, while I did make his paints up, and this is a forthcoming video, I have this guy to review. So, until next time guys, you can comment down below. I'll always happily reply. Or you can follow me on Instagram, and that link is in the description below. And I'll be happy to help you away on your journeys, like making your own customs, or if you've got any questions or whatnot, even about my collection, then just give us a heads up. So until then, this is Centurion's Corner signing out, and I'll see you next time. Bye!